Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am CivK. Welcome back to CivK Adventures. Today I'm going to be talking about a few different things that is actually coming up in the next month or two. Actually in the month of May. So a lot of you have been discussing about different places to go, different things to do with the weather actually starting to become warmer. And I had actually talked to quite a few people around my hometown, and there's a few other people. By the way, to the new subscribers, thank you guys so much. It really helps with the channel. It really helps with the content. Guys, thank you so much for being able to join me. So, guys, I am very new to YouTube. I am very, very new to YouTube and streaming and creating videos and stuff. Mind you, all my videos are raw video until I learn on how to edit. So anyway, I'm on here talking to you guys this evening. It's probably going to be morning by the time you guys get to this. But guys, no joke, I'm going to be going back to a place that I had done a live stream before actually last year. I think it was around this time last year that I went to this place. Tippecanoe River State Park. I'm going back. I'm being joined by my friend Michael, and we are going to be taking a week-long trip out there. And, you know, doing some filming and whatnot in general. Guys, I also am going to be coming up with short videos on how to start fires that are safely, start fires safely, tracking, hiking, using maps, using mapping, that in general. And I'd like to bring you guys along for the ride. And mind you, I will be filming the trip up, and hopefully if I have signal, I'll be able to film as I'm going into the park. But also, I'll be coming up with little videos here and there. They will be short videos, but it'll be videos for you guys to, once again, also see. So, talking about this, I had started this YouTube channel about a year ago. And with me being such a small streamer on YouTube in general and showing my content, I also have a Twitch channel. I have a Twitch channel. It is CivK Gaming over on Twitch. So, talking about this, I spent 5 years on Twitch and ended up started streaming on my gaming channel, and of course you guys have seen short clips of my gaming channel here on YouTube. So, talking about this, it's really exciting for me because I've always been camping when I was a kid, growing up into my teen years, going into my adult years, and I've never stopped. It's like my addiction. My addiction is camping. So I know everybody has their own addictions and that sort of thing, but to me, it's healthy for me to actually get out and actually show you guys a lot of this and places that you guys can be able to go. And for the perimeter sites is like 12 to 16 bucks a night. It's actually pretty cheap to actually go and camp. And some of you may glamp, you know, they do have electric sites as well. And talking about Tippecanoe River, I did have a description down below in my last video. Of course, me personally, I always ask before if anybody wants to be filmed or not. I usually ask them first because it's out of common courtesy. And a lot of people's, whether they say, oh, it's my right to, la-di-da-di-da, that sort of thing. But I still ask out of common courtesy and respect to the other person. Anyway, so moving forward, guys, no joke. I have a little bit here in my little trusty bag. Is like I have different wood chips. And this stuff is actually really great for fire starters. Really, really great. And believe it or not, you can actually take wood chips, and it doesn't matter which kind of wood chips, you could actually make your own. and make your own for your own little fire starter. This actually came off of a 2x4. It's untreated. It doesn't have all the chemicals in it. This is untreated. And actually make your own little fire starters. Me personally, I just shave them down. And you could go to like your local hardware store and make little chips and be able to put them in a bag such like this. And believe it or not, the drier that is, the easier it'll to get to light. Now, that brings me to my second option. Is that most of you, if not all of you, at some point in your life, you have carried a lighter. You have carried a lighter, excuse me. You've carried a lighter and, you know, light candles, whatever you're doing with it. But this, at the end, I don't know if anybody had noticed that or not, but this is actually painter's tape. You wrap about 4 to 6 times, wrap it, just keep wrapping it. What you do is you have your kindling, you have your little fire starter kindling blocks, and you can take a good portion of this tape and wrap it with your kindling. And if you have a lighter, or if you have matches, or even sometimes flint and steel. Sometimes flint and steel will get it started, sometimes it won't. But you take your tape and rip it off, so that way you still have some left. You can take your tape, wrap it up onto your blocks. Let me bring out a demonstration for you. Wrap it on your blocks, stick it on there, just like so. And that way, you can still be able to light it. And the tape will burn for probably a good about 30 seconds to a minute. That way, you can be able to build, if you have your kindling, like your sticks, your twigs, whatever. And me personally, I build it into a teepee. So, talking about this, learning lessons on how to build your fires and be able to build them safely. Always make sure to have a water source beside you. If you don't have a water source, make sure to carry like a bottled water container with you to be able to help put out the fire, spread out the coals or whatever if it gets too hot or if it gets out of control. If it gets out of control, make sure to contact your local fire department or your local DNR or your game warden. Some states have game wardens. We have, in the state of Indiana, DNR, which is Department of Natural Resources, and contact them saying, hey, the fire got out of control, and there's sometimes in some states there are penalties for that, but some are, some aren't. Depends on your state in general and or your country on their rules and everything with fires. Make sure to watch for the not wind chills. It's oh darn it, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Gale winds. Make sure to look out for wind gusts and stuff like that. And also any state park that you go into or a local campground, or even if it's just out in the wilderness itself, make sure to have some kind of weather app and or weather signal to be able to tell you what is what's coming, if the winds are calm or if they're picking up. Honestly, in my personal opinion, if you are going to start a fire, especially in a campground, if you're going to start a fire, please do not make it to where if it's 15 to 20 mile an hour winds or more, because those embers can fly, and especially when it's been so dry. Your local and or state game wardens and or DNR, Department of Natural Resources, will usually let you know an alert in general on if that occurs. Make sure to look at your local weather stations for updates and different things like that when you're out. But talking about Tippecanoe River a little bit more, they are a not only a primitive and electric campground, they are also a horseback campground. They do have horseback primitive sites that you can be able to rent. They do have play areas for children. They do have different trails that you'd be able to walk to. It's outside of Winnemac, Indiana. And for a lot of you guys that do not know, it's a very clean campground in my personal opinion. I've never really had any issues there. They do, however, one of the things that they do have, I believe it's just like 2 or 3 miles up the road from the Tippecanoe River State Park. They do have kayak, canoe, and tube rentals if you guys want to go kayak tubing or canoeing down the Tippecanoe River. And they do have shuttles and stuff like that. And guys, I am not sponsored by these guys. I'm just having a discussion about it and my personal experiences. I'm not sponsored. I don't have anything to do with them. I'm just going to these places, and it's actually pretty cool. I actually really enjoy it. They do have fishing, and they do have a recreation center. Beyond that, I really hope that you guys would love my content, and I would really hope that you guys would hit that like button and also hit subscribe. It would really help out the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in May. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful and safe weekend.